Hey everybody, this is Maxine Taylor, and I have your astrological overview for the month of June 2019. But before I go into that and tell you what all's going on astrologically, which affects all of us, let me mention a couple of things. First of all, you are invited, no matter where you are, to attend my free full moon ceremony. This month it will be on June 16th, Monday, June 16th. That's Eastern Daylight Time here in Atlanta at 7 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time at the Phoenix and Dragon Bookstore in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, if you're not able to be here with us, don't worry about it. You can join us energetically through the ethers. The energy at this group is so loving and so strong, you will be able to feel it if you just tune in. So convert your time where you are to 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and we start right on time. And you'll be joining a beautiful group of people, usually about 40 plus or minus people, unless it's an eclipse, in which case there are 75, 80 people. It gets a little crowded on an eclipse, but the energy, oh, you don't want to miss it. And for everybody, it is free of charge. It's my give back. Okay, the other thing I would like to remind you of is that I am happy to send you a free copy of your actual birth chart. This is not the interpretation, it is the chart itself. All you have to do is go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com, and send me your birth data. That is month, day, year, city, state, country, and exact time you were born. Early in the morning is not an exact time. So unless you have your exact birth time, do within about 10 minutes of accuracy, I won't be able to send you a chart, okay? All right, let's talk about what's going on astrologically. This month in June, we start the month with the sun in I get bored easily, I multitask, Gemini. And Gemini is the sign of communication. And Gemini's always bored. The mind is always going round and round. And that's how the energy is. Just watch the world like a movie screen. Watch it go by. And you'll see all the hustle and bustle and travel and all this until the 21st of the month. When the sun enters, I take things very personally, Cancer. Cancer is the sign of nurturing. It's ruled by the moon. It's incredibly sensitive, and you cannot be emotionally sensitive without being psychically and intuitively sensitive. Cancerians, Cancer rules home, family, real estate, and all things that provide emotional security. So this is a time when families get together, whether they travel to be with each other or they just communicate. This is a time when people buy and sell homes. Are you renovating your house? Are you getting ready to sell it and maybe go house hunting and find a new one? You want to do this when the sun is in Cancer. It's just wonderful. Now, our next planet is Mercury. That's our conscious mind. And Mercury starts off the month in Gemini also, and it rules Gemini. So there's lots of correspondence, lots of transportation, lots of talking, lots of communicating, lots of mental action until the 4th. And that's when it enters Cancer. And so with Mercury being how we think and talk, what we think about and talk about, in the sign of home, family, and emotional security, that's what we're focused on mentally. And this is a really good time then to create a new relationship with family members, perhaps, or even just a new house. Now on the 26th, Mercury enters great, grand, glorious Leo. And we think very dramatically. Now, Leo rules kids, it rules fun and games. And so after the 26th of June, you're going to be thinking about fun. The kids are going to demand your attention, so give it to them. Enjoy yourself. This is a time of pleasure. So we go from Gemini, communication, to Cancer, home and family, to Leo, children and fun. This includes sports, swimming, movies, dancing, singing, whatever is fun. Now, Venus is the planet of love and beauty. It is the lesser benefic, and wherever it falls in your chart, as it traverses the cosmos, that is the area that you love, you think is beautiful. It starts off the month in its own sign, Taurus. And so we love to eat, we love to sleep, we love to relax. Taurus teaches us how to relax. Taurus says, I have worked 5 days this week. I am going to enjoy myself, Venus, on the weekends. How does Taurus enjoy themselves? They do nothing. They lay on a raft in the pool. They watch TV. They sleep. They eat. They love. In other words, they deal with the basics of life and they enjoy them. I can learn a lot from that. But on the 8th, Venus enters Gemini. And so our love nature changes. Gemini is multitasker of the universe. Venus loves and Gemini loves variety. I'm getting twisted on my words here. Venus in Gemini likes short trips. Venus in Gemini can be bored with the same fun routine. So you want to change it up. Short trips, terrific. Even up to the mall. It doesn't matter. As long as there's movement, okay? And talking to people. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then Mars is in Cancer all month. Now, Mars is our warrior. Mars fights with or for whatever sign it's in and whatever house it is in. So, Mars will fight for family or with family. In Cancer, home, family, real estate, emotional security. Mars is fighting for its own emotional security in Cancer. And it will, as I said, want to be with family, want to spend time there, will fight for or with family members, but family comes first during this time. It's really beautiful. Now let's talk about the new moon and the full moon. These are just amazing. If you will watch the heavens for about 2 days before the new moon, you will recognize that you can't see the moon. Now, it's not because it might be raining or cloudy where you are. When we are in the dark of the moon, which is usually about 2 to 3 days before the new moon, the energy is low. Don't start a new project on the dark of the moon. Don't throw a party on the dark of the moon. I made that mistake years ago. I have never seen friends of mine who are fun and delightful just sit there like a slug. And I thought, this is the last time I throw a party on the dark of the moon. And the only reason I did it on the dark of the moon was because it was a going away party for one of my friends. Everybody just sat there looking at each other. So on the new moon, which is when the moon starts growing, that's when you want to start your project. So the new moon is June 3rd. And it's in 12 Gemini 34. Find 12 degrees of Gemini, 34 minutes, in your birth chart. And that will tell you the area of life that starts picking up energy. And for the next 2 weeks, the moon starts growing. You see it in the heavens. Energy starts moving. And as we approach the full moon, which in June is the 17th, it's in 25 Sag, 53, let's call it 26 Sagittarius. Find 26 Sag in your birth chart, because on the full moon, that is when things pop. They come to a head. They explode, sometimes in a really fabulous way. I love the full moon because about 3 days before the full moon, things get tense. Picture the full moon or the growing moon 3 days before the full moon like a balloon, and you fill it up with air, and it grows and it grows and it grows, and there's hardly room for one more breath, and if you put one more breath in, it pops. That's the full moon. Interesting, don't you think? And then after that, the moon starts waning again, and you relax, the tension eases up. Now you want to start a new project between the new moon and the full moon, if you possibly can, because you want that project to grow and take wing and soar. And I think that's pretty much what I want to share with you right now. Oh no, there is one more thing. I'm looking at June as preparation for July. Just a little heads up. July is a big month. We have 2 eclipses, 2 eclipses, and Mercury goes retrograde. It goes retrograde on July 8th. That means we're going to be feeling it July 1st. And you know about that retrograde Mercury, how it confuses everything, and you do not start any new projects on a retrograde Mercury. So if you can possibly start your new project in June, do so. On the growing moon, even better. July, no. Mercury goes direct August 1st. And so you're going to prepare during July and set it in motion in August. Just wanted to give you a little heads up there. So that's the overview for June. Now what you want to do is watch my video on your beautiful sun sign. So until next month, this is Maxine Taylor saying, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.